It's Madden NFL 22, and we've got a showdown in the AFC South. It's the Colts and the Titans, coming up next.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. 1st down and much more for Henry. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He's going to let this one go deep. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Tannehill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Will send this one away after the touchdown. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. On first down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep, Chester Rogers. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Rolling to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll try the right side with Henry. Pushing through the contact. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second and 2. Here's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Now Mike Vrabel unsure of that last call. He's going to throw out the red flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a good decision there by Mike Vrabel. They correctly contest that call. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw again. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Oh, why are we doing this?
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now Wentz. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. So a tiptoe catch back at the end. I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now the try here for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Tannehill now to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Tannehill on 3rd down. A check down here for Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, 47 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Wentz now on 1st down. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Wentz. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Shreds him with his stiff arm. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Henry running right. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn?
After review of the play, the rule on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. But meanwhile, for the Titans, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Out now to kick this one away.
And here's Rodgers to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Throwing is Wentz. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Danico Autry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. He's got it to Hilton.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Stiff-armed him. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Wentz going to give this to Taylor.
Shifts by him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Wentz going to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Not much there, only a yard.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Wentz. And that is incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Tennessee offense set to go again.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He's got the tight end Ferkser right side complete.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49.
72 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He completes it to Jones. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Yeah, 1st down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end.
And he's not going to get the 1st down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Bullock now for the Titan field goal.
From the right hash, this from 48. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will get the lead up to 14.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. Just over a minute 40 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Wentz now on first down.
Pass complete to Hines.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. From the 29, Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Completes it to Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for Indy. First down now, but that clock rolling. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Third and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Now Wentz again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from first and goal? 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. One final try now for Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
He's got it, and it's 24-17. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So with just a second to play, we'd have to see something crazy here for them to have a chance. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. Well, this was a good one. Excitement all the way to the end. You had the points, and then they were hoping for the miracle there on the onside kick. Couldn't get it recovered, and that was your ball game.
And I'm of the opinion that anytime you actually do recover an onside kick, it almost is a miracle. It takes so many things going right to make it happen. It didn't in this case, and they walk off a victor.